Hi, Artie. I've got your question here that you sent me. And so I think it's this one that you want me to go through with the full steps, because I think the other one already has all the full steps there. So email me back if I'm wrong. Okay. So what we're going to do is, starting with our rectangle, we have our length and our width. And then we have our length and our width as well on these sides. And so the perimeter of a rectangle is always 2w plus 2l. They've also told us the perimeter is 39. And so we can fill that part in. So this is the equation that we're left with. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to reverse sides. And I'm going to solve for L. So I'm going to bring the 2w over to the other side and subtract it. And then I'm going to divide everything by 2 to get rid of that 2 in front of the 2l. So I have L equals 19.5 minus w, because 2 divided by 2 is slashy slashy, okay? So if we have the area formula, which is length times width, then instead of length, I'm going to write 19.5 minus w times the width. That way I've got everything all in terms of w. Now I also know from the question that the area is 91, and so if I multiply this out, there's my quadratic equation. If I bring everything over to the left side of the equation, then that's what I've got. So I can't factor that because I can't find two numbers that add to 19.5 and multiply to 91. It's just impossible. So I'm going to use my quadratic formula, where a equals 1, b equals negative 19.5, and c equals 91. So w is going to equal negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. If I fill in all of my numbers, negative 19.5, when you've got the negative in front of it, of the b again, makes it positive. And in the square root sign, I have 19.5 squared minus 4 times a times c. And that's all over 2a, which is 2 times 1. So let's work over here now, and I'll work in yellow just to make sure that you can tell where we're going. I have w equals 19.5 plus or minus the square root of, now 19.5 is 380, oops, 380.25, and 4 times 1 times 91 is 364, all over 2a, and a is equal to 1, so it's just over 2. So if you work this out, under the root sign, you're going to get 13, sorry, is that 364? Okay, I'm sorry, 15. Oops. Oh, and it erased. I don't know why it won't erase. That should be 15 point, sorry, 16.25. There we go, all over 2. So the two roots for w are either w equals 19.5 plus the square root of 16.25, and the square root of 16.25 is 4.03, over 2, or W equals 19.5 minus the 4.03 over 2. And so when you work those out, the two roots that you should get are, let me just work that out for you, 11.77 for the first one, and the second one, 7.74. Okay, so that takes you through all the steps, and obviously this is a word problem, so at the end I want you to say therefore the length is and the width is, and I haven't got room to write that here, but you can do that. Let me see if I can make more room. I can make more room. Okay, 11.77. And so you can write a little therefore statement. Therefore, the width is 7.74, and the length is 11 point, what did we say it was? 77. Okay, and that's in centimeters, I would imagine. And then you can go back and check that and make sure that you would get the right answer for the area if you multiply it, and the, no, I don't think you are. Yeah, you will. If you multiply 7.74 times 11.77, you get 91 for the area, and make sure that you're also getting the correct perimeter as well, which was, I'm just looking for it, 39. So we'll have about 15 plus about 24 there, and that'll add up to 39, I think, when you work that out. Okay?